you grow?
Why don't you shrink? I'm taller than the average woman.
Okay. I'll shrug. How's that?
So, are we recording?
Yeah, go ahead.
So we're having a problem here because Cody is quite tall. I'm not short. Cody is tall, and we're not both fitting in the frame.
You know,
so he's squatting right now. I'm 5'5", so I'm not a shorty.
Okay, well I'll. Okay, how's that?
Perfect.
So, the video today is going to be a garden update. We've been working a lot in the garden and then the orchard. You guys have seen that, but we've doubled our raised bed boxes, so we'll kind of show you that. And Mrs. Wrangler Star will go around and kind of show what you're planting. We've got the off-grid watering system all done, all automated in the greenhouse, which is pretty nice. So that's going to be something else we'll show you. And the neighbor's dog has bonded with us and now is our dog, I guess.
No.
Let's go.
She goes home every night.
Let's go look at the greenhouse.
Okay.
What all have we done? Run this country into self-design. Stolen from our brother, like we couldn't find a where we love to fight. Wait on promise, you will say, won't forsake.
It is, but I'm not.
So we have been busy in the greenhouse. Cody has been putting in the watering system and a new bench, and then I have been working in the garden. We have moved our seedlings in, and they clearly need water because I repotted a lot of things that had outgrown the initial seed trays. And so I'll go ahead and put it on. We have it set up so it will go off every 12 hours, and this is the manual override. So here it goes.
And this is all running off of our ram pump. So this is all completely an off-grid system, independent of any power. And
we've got the other ones going on too. So I don't know if we're overloading the system at this point.
yeah, it looks like it works good though. We've got 4 zones on this. My dad gave us this timer, and that's going to be really nice. So we've set that to come on at 7 and 7 a.m. and p.m. and that'll come in here and just everything gets kind of a deluge here. But I just used small thread and made some brackets and bolted together some racking. Kind of, you see the racking uprights there, and it just zip tied the line, and then dropped some spinners and we have some foggers, and it just really covers everything. So this is going to be nice.
Yeah, the seedlings are looking a little sad. It's their first day in the greenhouse, and I think they're a little overwhelmed by the transporting, so hopefully they'll feel happier tomorrow.
What's your favorite color?
I don't know.
So when I designed the greenhouse, I built it, the bench there, kind of suitable for a 6'4" individual, and Mrs. Wrangler Star was not really digging it. So we have a his bench and a hers bench, which is at standard counter height. So is that going to work better for you?
Much better. Thank you.
So those of you guys who have been watching and following our gardening project here, we are using these old orchard boxes because we get them for free. And we've doubled them. We now have, was it 24? 24 in. And the reason why we're using these raised beds is because we can put wire in them and then protect everything from the gophers. We'll get in and destroy the roots. So we've got all those filled up, and Mrs. Wrangler Star is in the process of getting everything planted right now. So we'll kind of go over what we've got planted. It's a little bit early, but the weather's nice, and so we're getting started.
So while it's a beautiful warm day today, we had snow last week, and our last spring frost date, I think, is May 27th. So we can't get too excited. But this is our first row, and so far I've planted peas. We've got our strawberries from last year. Got some garlic, some beets. I've got some herbs. I put some sorrel and plantain that were growing wild. I put them in there, just transplanted them today. We'll see how they do.
And the plantain, you were saying, is a good medicine? To make a poultice?
To pull things out, and then the sorrel is good for greens, and this is, someone just told me that. We've got a flower bed here,
and why did you plant those red tulips?
Because those are your favorite. We've got
My
some
honey.
chives. What?
My honey.
We've got some chives, and I planted lettuce in here. It's not doing very well, so I also did some seedling starts, and I'll have to put them in there. These are our winter crops that are all done. It's kale, broccoli, cauliflower, and so I've just been re-adding new compost, and I'm letting these go to seed so that next year we'll just get them again. So they were.
We're going to start collecting our own seeds.
That's right. So
Right.
we've been eating from here, and cabbages as well. And then these are empty right now, so we will plant them soon.
Okay. And how about, so we got this row, and
This row. And so what we did is we have emptied our compost. So our compost is essentially empty, and then we put in alpaca manure, topsoil, rocks, and wire.
all right.
Got a lot of work. And then
What's really nice is that we have hundreds of yards of alpaca manure from the previous owner that piled it up where they mucked out the barns, and so that's really great. We're using it to pretty much fill up all of our boxes and adding it to all of our fruit trees, and nice to have that.
yeah, and it's not as strong as cattle manure, so we don't have the burn issue like
Right.
with that. So today I planted russet potatoes, white potatoes, red potatoes. These may say Home Depot, but those are my mixed greens that I'm going to go ahead and plant. And then these are our apples, and that's what we have so far.
And what do we have in these last two?
These are potatoes in both of those.
Potatoes, okay.
Yeah.
Been busy today. It looks great, Mama.
Thank you.
So you can see here that the little apple grafts that we did are really taking off. These are the first ones we did, and most of them are all blooming, so I think we could probably plant those in the orchard don't you think?
Maybe next year.
Next year?
So we have 4 boxes for compost. We've got 2 there and 2 here. And so the one here furthest to the left is the one that we're emptying first. This one is now empty, and I'll go ahead and move things over, add leaves in the fall, that kind of thing. And
Now our neighbors were tell them about the wood chipper for the compost.
oh, they take they have an enormous amount of composting, and so they use their wood chipper to
Break it up.
break everything up, right, for the compost, which is a great idea. I don't know if we have enough to do that, but we can try.
And Jack, how are you contributing today?
Oh, just making mud fortresses or dirt fortresses or whatever.
Tonkas are still good, huh?
So Cody's parents had some extra raspberry bushes, and I went and dug them up, and we have planted them here. We don't have enough wood chips right now, and we don't have enough time to go and chip all the wood, so temporarily we've put cardboard down and then leaves that I had saved from last year, just to keep the weeds down and the mulch, and so we don't have to mow the garden.
I cannot think of a better way to spend a Sunday. Can you?
No.
We'll see you on the next video.